Hulegaard was a gutsy competitor. You know, he wasn't afraid to compete, to mix it up.
He wrestled really hard, really physical, in your face the entire time. Whether it was 30 seconds on the clock or 10 minutes, he was going to be in your face the whole time.
An All-American in anything, let alone a 4-time All-American.
You know, those are hard to come by in any division.
I grew up in Juneau, Alaska. I lived there till I was 16, and wrestling and really athletics for the most part is complicated in Southeast Alaska because you can't drive out of Juneau. So to have matches or tournaments for wrestling, we would take a ferry, and it would be a day-long ferry to Ketchikan, 24 hours one way. Wrestled for Team Alaska and went to Western Regionals and learned how to do freestyle and Greco, which was all new. Anoka is where I moved from Juneau. And at the time, Anoka, Minnesota was the biggest high school in the state of Minnesota. We had over 3,000 kids. I was pretty successful. I would say wrestling in Minnesota was great, and I wish I would have done it from the beginning. I went to the University of Minnesota. I wanted to, be a D1 national champ, so that's where I went.
Well, I met Hulegaard coaching at the University of Minnesota.
My first year, Mark Schwab was an assistant coach, so I developed a relationship with him. I was there for a year and a half. After the semester, my second year there, decided at mid-year that I was going to transfer so I could compete.
Called him up and see if he wanted to still compete, and he did. He came to BV without ever visiting campus.
Having Mark Schwab as a coach was fantastic. He was a great motivator. Having him there was great. Justin McClintock was there my sophomore year.
The thing I loved is, I was just getting into coaching, was he always wanted to work out. Can we go work out? Can we lift weights? And so for me, it was great. It was awesome.
He was solid on his feet. He was solid on bottom and pretty good on top. But he could also throw. I mean, if you tied up, he was capable of hitting you with a headlock or an under and over or something like that. He was potentially dangerous.
To me, everything leading up to nationals was just leading up to nationals. So the real goal was competing and performing at the national tournament.
And that was something I really, really liked from day one about him, is it didn't matter who it was. He wasn't going to run from a competitor, whether he was from New York or New Jersey or Pennsylvania. He was very sure of himself, and he gets third in the national tournament and beat some really good guys along the way.
I had a really bad habit of forgetting my towel. So, and this is not unique to me, but when you're in the showers at these colleges, they always have paper towels. So I dried off with paper towels more times than I want to admit.
Justin had a great personality, get along with anyone on campus. Whether it was football, wrestling, baseball, you name it, he'd get along with everyone.
I would say being a Beaver is unique. It's such a special place because it's a small community, and I was really able to form close relationships with my professors, which coming from Minnesota to BV was really helpful for me academically.
Really bright, had a great academic career when he was at Buena Vista. So that kind of takes some of the weight off the table as coaches when you can focus more on wrestling and you don't have to focus on the classroom.
He was all around. He was a pretty well-balanced competitor.
I'm extremely happy for him that he's getting into the Hall of Fame. But at the same time, he's just not a guy that's going to go out of his way to toot his own horn.
I would say if you would have asked me as a freshman, are you going to be a 4-time All-American? I would have said yes, but I don't know. I think it was more trained, like in my mind, with just winning. Just winning every match that I stepped down the mat.
Jestin Hulegard, congratulations on the induction into the Hall of Fame. You definitely earned it. I'm extremely proud of you.
Congratulations on being a 4-time All-American. I'm not surprised that you were a 4-time All-American, and I'm not surprised that you're getting inducted here into the Hall of Fame. You got a lot to be proud of. Congratulations.